Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make it so when you equip a costume, you'll get a role that lets you fly, and when you unequip it, it doesn't let you fly. And I'll also be teaching you how to create a fly button in this tutorial. Alright, so first off, for the dummy fly, or I mean like the costume fly, um, get a costume dummy. Alright. Now, if you want to draw on him or like edit him or something, you can do that. So, like, I'll give him a face. Alright, now, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna get a role in role mapper chip. So just search up role in here and it should pop up. So spawn in the role chip here, and then spawn in the role mapper chip right here. Alright, configure the new role chip right here. And then click edit role, and then press this button right here on the first page in the shared area and switch that to yes. Alright, now modify your role name right here and then type in fly. Or if you don't want to do fly, you can type in another role too. Alright, now configure this one right here and then add player role right here, fly, and yeah. Now move this over here, and you can do whatever with this fly. But now get your wire tool and then connect the red arrow that's facing this way into this like red pin on the roll mapper chip. Alright, after that, configure the costume dummy, and then you can hide outfit items and then add roles when equipped. Well, yeah, click add roles when equipped, and then click the role with the fly on it. And make sure this is flipped on right here. Alright, now if I equip it, I have fly. But if I unequip it, I don't have fly. On to you get the fly roll whenever you press a button. Alright, so first off, what you're gonna need to do is get a button V2 right here. Alright, now what you're gonna want to do is get a player add role. Player add role right here. And well, first of all, we'll just do it, make it so you can like toggle it right here. So get a boolean in all the way down here in the variable section. Get a boolean, and then get a not. So just search up not. Now do these. Now get an if chip. Now just move these over here. Alright, now wire up the result into the condition, and then wire up the input of the if into the output of the pressed on the button. Alright, and then wire up the then into the player add role, and then make the target the player that pressed the button, and then configure the value right here to say fly. or the role that you named that could like fly. Alright, after that, get a player remove role. Player remove role? Yeah. Alright, and then do the same thing with the else right here. Make the target the player right here. And fly. Alright, so if I press this, I get fly. Alright, now we're gonna make it so whenever you press a button, you get the fly roll. Alright, so first off, get a button V2. Now get a player add roll. Right here. Alright, and then wire up the press into the button right here. And then wire up the target into here. Alright, now make the value of this fly. Alright, and now, I already have the rule, but if you press it, it should let you fly. Okay, but what if you didn't want to make it so you didn't have to press a button and when a player joins, they just get fly? Well, you could do that by getting a event receiver. And connect that into here. And do a player joined. The player that joined will be the target. Or you could go over here and get your configure tool and then configure everyone, edit the role, and then make it so you can fly. Alright, and that's basically the end of the entire tutorial. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope this helped you out with anything. Yeah, bye everyone.